plumbers, electricians, factories, things that get monitored, and the data is only stored on paper. Sigsense wants to change that. Please welcome out their CEO, Matt Burtch.
Hello, everyone. As Brady mentioned, my name is Matt Burtch, and we're bringing big data to field service. I'd like to start by telling you a story about Subodh, our third co-founder. He was recently purchasing a house, and as a part of that, got a home inspection. There was some concern about the piping running underneath the house, so he called out a technician. When he showed up, opened the truck, this is what he pulled out. $70,000 of equipment, multiple devices, each to take a different measurement. As he went through the work, he dragged each device out, took the measurement, put it back, threw it back in the truck. A couple hours later, drove home, and 2 weeks later, Subodh received the report by CD-ROM in the mail. And that's when he could close his house. So fundamentally, this is a problem with the instruments and the workflows that go with it. The instruments are big, bulky, dedicated. They all have their own screens, buttons, processing, and they suffer from what we call the data island problem. That means that each device is its own island of data. To get the data out, you have to write it on paper, copy SD cards. It's a manual process. It's not just building inspectors. It's Comcast, it's PG&E, it's plumbers, electricians, plant maintenance. There's a huge set of over 5 million technicians out there, and they're generating a lot of data. They're taking 6,000 measurements a second. That's 500 million measurements a day. And the data is largely being thrown away. It's inefficient, and there's no way to work with it. So we're fundamentally taking each of these instruments and the paper-based workflow that goes with it and replacing it with this. A single platform with multiple module heads to replace multiple instruments that offloads the processing and user interface to your cell phone in your pocket, and from there it can provide cloud connectivity. Nick will show you how this works. So the sensor he has attached there is a thermal imager. It takes a thermal picture of the scene in front of it. He previews the data on the phone. When he's ready, he captures a picture. And when he's finished taking the thermal measurement, he can pop off the head and ready to put on the next one for the next measurement he needs to take. And as you can see on the screen here, it knows where it is, and it's a bit washed out because of the heat, but you can see it's taken the thermal image, and that data is available, geotagged, annotated, and can be used either for report generation or post-processing. So, based on this platform, we've built out a few applications on the cloud. The first is predictive maintenance, geared towards factories and large asset monitors, where they can predict, based on measurement, when things are going to fail and replace them before they go down. And the other is a field service dashboard, real-time data sharing, report generation, and workforce efficiency tools to help manage your workforce better and provide better service to the customers. We're also opening up data to third-party applications through our API. If you know how to use your data, we're happy just to give it to you. So a little bit of the benefits there. Field service management systems can provide a 25% increase in worker efficiency, and the benefits of predictive maintenance are already known. In fact, the barrier to entry is often the equipment and the way of getting that data out. It provides a 50% reduction in maintenance costs and up to a 30% reduction in downtime. So there's 5.4 million field service technicians and over 300,000 factories in the US alone. You can imagine the benefit of a system like ours to this wide group. In fact, test and measurement is a $6 billion market currently, dominated by these two players, Danaher and Fleur. You can see a bit of their product line right there. And realistically, at this point, the innovation is where they're really competing on color. So we've got the team to do this. Myself, I have a background in automotive and defense, working on sensing systems. Subodh, doing cloud software and enterprise software development. And Nick from Motorola, who has designed world-class, reliable electronics. And we've got a great set of advisors, industry experts and entrepreneurs to help us build this company and this team. And we've partnered with Highway 1 and Object Studios to take this to market and make sure it's the best tool out there. But ultimately, this is an industrial tool, and it needs to be in the industry's hands as soon as possible. So we have 2 pilots coming up. The first with American Leak Detection. They're a field service organization with more than 350 locations in the US alone. They're looking for an easier tool set and to get some of this workforce optimization. And PCH International, who has a network of over 1,200 factories, mainly through China. We're working with their sustainability group to get insight into their partners and their processes. We're raising about $1 million. I'd be happy to talk with all of you at our booth after this. Thank you so much.